Yo, what's up everybody? So I got my first question from Brian, aka Drinks and Games. He asked, how do you get out of a funk? Maybe I should change the title of the video. I'm going to tell you how I got out of my funk and then point you to this website. Seemed to have some nice little tips there, and maybe you'll glean something from me. So first, what got me in my funk is I'm bipolar, had a manic episode, laid up with medications, had to move back in with mom, and then I'm just laying around playing video games and watching TV and feeling terrible. I mean, I felt all right. I didn't feel terrible, but I was stagnant. Nothing was happening. I didn't have my creative energy. I was in a funk. And what ultimately got me out of my funk, and sometimes you just have to be in your funk for a minute. I don't think trying to force yourself out of the funk is necessarily a good idea always. Sometimes you got to kind of embrace it. And sometimes you got to kick yourself in the pants. That's up, you got to decide that. But what happened is I think it was a combination of, he listed on here, and something that I kind of do a lot is called, he calls it a brain dump. And you just write down all the crap that's on your mind and bugging you. You just get it out on paper. It was a combination of that and just starting to think about things that I wanted to do. It started with something small, like a little trip. And then I started looking for cheap tickets somewhere. And then I thought, hey, I could do jujitsu there. And then these things like snowballed into me back into doing the things I'm interested in. Yeah, so here I'll walk you through it. I got my stuff laid out. Here's actually like my first attempt at what do I got there? I make $2,500 a month. I eat healthy something. That's from February. I did that once, and that lasted maybe one day or something. I don't know. It didn't last long. So that happened then. Then I kind of did a little brain dump here where I was like, oh, I'm going to be a writer, and then I switched to this journal, and then this is the goal writing, and you can ask me how to go about doing this. Brian knows already, but I started writing my goals every day. So I started on November 24th, and it just kind of rolled into finding, what I wanted to be working on again. That's it, quite simply. So to sum it up, to get yourself out of a funk, I mean, you might need some medication, or he lists some things on there, like people have seasonal affective disorder, exercise helps, all those kind of things. So check out those basic things, but also just do whatever you can do to get your imagination and your mind rolling. Like, I know when you're in a funk, you feel like just trapped, like there is no way out. But just act like there is, and you can do whatever, and start thinking about what it is you would do, and then start trying to put together the dots, and find a really small dot that could get you to the next dot and the next dot, and then, things might start to roll. I hope that was helpful for you, Brian. I hope it helped anyone else that watched this. If you have any questions about this or another topic or whatever, I'll do my best. Throw them in the comments or shoot me an email, milltownkid@gmail.com. All right, peace.